Hi everybody, welcome back to another special edition of the kind of CYT-Crypto. This is just going to be very quick. It was to give you an update on I had a meeting with Paul and Adam from Babb, the Babb team. And I'll tell you why in a second. We're just going to get some people in just now. And I'll tell you why I asked for the meeting as well. So it's to allay your fears as well, if you've got any fears about Babb as well. And it's just to give you a quick update about that meeting. Obviously I can't tell you every single thing, but suffice it to say I'm not going to be selling my BAX tokens. I've sold some of them already, but I'll just wait on people coming in about this and see where we go from here. If you can just bear with me a wee second. So it'll just be 15 minutes update or something. It's just to let you know what's happening. So I'm just going to refresh this, make sure we're live just now. Okay, so we've got a few people in just now. Middleway is in, Monkey Tomo, Polite Chaos is in, Clarence Clifton is in, Peter J, Middleway, as I said, Andy Grant is in as well, and there's a few other people coming in as well. Black Label 46, Adeb, one of the Brown admins, is in as well. Hi to you, it's good to see you here. As I said, this is very quick. I've been in a meeting with Babb this morning about 10 o'clock till about 10:45. Then I was in another meeting, a business meeting after that, and I've just came out of that. But I know a lot of people wanted to know about the update. So really, the reason I wasn't having some doubts, I was having some concerns because I'm top heavy in Babb. In my investment portfolio just now, with my crypto portfolio, I'm top heavy in Babb just now. And I started to think about how much, because I've got about 55-60% in Babb at the moment. I'm thinking that's just too much, especially in crypto, because it's always risky as well in crypto, because you can never tell what's happening. So I thought, rather than sell everything off and just go into BTC, which I could have done, I thought, okay, it's better speaking to the team about my fears and what my fears were about that. So I just want to give you a quick update as well. And as I said, I can't tell you every single thing that we spoke about. But I'm just going to share the questions asked first of all. Okay, the first question I asked to Paul and Adam was about this timeline they have for the banking license. So to me, when they brought out the video the other day, it was like 18 months or something, and I thought, there's no way I can tie up my capital for 18 months. In essential, what is a startup company, which Babb is. We all know that anyway. But the potential upside is huge compared to the downside. And the downside being, obviously the downside, worst case scenario would be they just go out of business. They don't go anywhere and you lose any money. You do that with any crypto investment. But the potential upside is absolutely massive with Babb. If they get the banking license, they get people in for investors, they get other banking licenses as well. It's going to be absolutely massive, and I do believe that, and I've always believed that. It's just that timeline. So I spoke to them about that, and they said the timeline is not going to be 18 months from now, so that would be like until December next year, 18 months from now, or 2020 or something. That's what I heard, and that's what set off a red flag for me. But what they're saying is it's not going to be that long until they get the license. Obviously, they've got they're looking to get a license with restrictions, so it's called AWR. They're looking to get that before December of this year, and that's been the plan all along. Once they get that, they have to obviously show the Bank of England, who they're really focusing on the Bank of England just now. They have to show the Bank of England that they're going. What they're doing is correct and everything is in working order and it's working, and the KYC process and everything like that. From a regulatory point of view and a legal point of view as well, they have to show that it's working as well. Obviously, they're going to get the Babb app up and running as well. They're going to be doing that. That's going to be before December as well this year. So we're talking like 5 months from now until they've got a working product out. They've got the AWR license from the bank, so that's with restrictions, as I said, and hopefully after that the restrictions will be lifted as well. I'm just going through my notes just now, just to make sure I'm giving you the correct information, and information that I don't want to give you information that I shouldn't be giving you as well. So that's with regards to the banking license application for the Bank of England. So that allayed one of my fears for that. The Bahrain license I did ask about as well, why they weren't kind of pursuing that, because it was my understanding, again being really honest, it was my understanding that that would have been the quickest one to get. And having gone through the application process, I checked it all online about Bahrain and getting a banking license in Bahrain. When I checked that, I didn't realise there was an upfront cost to that. I thought it was a yearly fee for that, but there's not. There is an upfront cost, and it's significantly higher than what the BOE is and the Lithuanian license as well, which is why they're not shelving it. It's still ongoing just now, and it's still an important part of the project as well. So they're still going to pursue that, but it's not going to be a top priority for them. Top priority is the Bank of England license. Why is that a top priority? Obviously, because that's going to give them a lot of kudos. If they can get a Bank of England, a full Bank of England banking license, the opportunities that brings alone is going to be massive for Babb. And I've kind of known that all along as well, the kudos with that as well, because nobody else on the blockchain is kind of pursuing that I'm aware of, is pursuing a Bank of England license, and this is what they're doing. So that's going to give them a lot of kudos, and it means they're going to be able to get other licenses, and I would imagine it's going to bring other people in, other banking countries in as well, to offer them a license or to go through the process of getting a license as well. So from that point of view, that's why they're making that top priority, and they kind of expect that to happen Q1, Q2 for next year. So it's not going to be as long as 18 months that I'd kind of initially thought when I seen the video the other day. And obviously what Paul and Adam can say in the videos, they're restricted in what they can tell you in the videos as well, because of regulatory compliance and for legal reasons as well. They can't give away too much, and they're being conservative with kind of numbers and stuff like that as well. And as I said, I can't tell you everything, unfortunately, but with regards to that, that's all good. The Bahrain license is still pursuing just now. Lithuania, they're still pursuing that at the moment. So it's Bank of England, Lithuania, then the Bahrain license, and there might be other things after that as well, or in between times. Now, the other kind of questions that I kind of asked and put to them as well was the crowd sale. I'm talking about the crowd sale for that. I kind of asked if, obviously they knew the crowd sale was going to happen. That was in the plans all along. They kind of told us at the very beginning as well. And I said, did you always have a backup plan in case the crowd sale didn't go as well as you'd kind of expected? And they said yes. They've got a backup plan. It's still got 40 days to run or something like that just now. So they're waiting to see how that went. And they've obviously got a kind of marketing campaign, which you should have anyway, a marketing campaign that they're going to be doing as well. Obviously, I don't know the details about that. So that'll hopefully bring in the £1.5 million that they need for that. But if the worst case scenario, they don't get the full £1.5 million, then they've got the backup plan for that. And again, I can't give you too much details on that as well, but there is a backup plan for that. So in essence, they're going to get that crowd sale fund money, so that's not a problem at all. What else did I ask them? I'm still progressing with Bahrain. March for Lithuania. 1 second. I'm just trying to see what else I can ask them on the top of my head. What we're talking about, crowd sale, expecting right, the crowd sale, Lithuanian license, the Bank of England license, Bahrain license, spoke about that. Spoke about the crowd sale as well. Okay, that's all done. Sorry, I'm just looking through kind of my notes here, what I originally kind of asked them. I also asked them about obviously getting onto more markets as well, getting onto more exchanges. Now, and this has always been my understanding as well, I don't see the point, and obviously they don't see the point in it as well, in applying for the likes of Binance or something like that, which costs millions to get listed on there, unless you're going to get one of the free listings that everybody can go for as well, every kind of month or two with Binance. So they're not going to spend money on getting onto the exchanges. What they're going to focus on is getting onto other exchanges as well. Obviously, we don't know which ones just now, but they're going to focus on that, still getting onto other exchanges, which increases the liquidity for that as well, for the BAX token itself. And I did ask them about employing the services of a market maker, because it only makes sense, obviously, in the stock market. You can't really do that, but it does go on. And you'd never speak about that in the kind of stock market and that kind of world because of legal and regulatory issues as well. But market makers do exist in the stock market, and it's only right that they exist in the crypto market as well. So I asked about that as well. And they are looking into things to increase the liquidity of the BAX token itself on the likes of KuCoin, Bancor as well, and possibly IDEX as well. But they are want to kind of get listed on other exchanges as well. So that kind of laid my fears with that. I just wondered why they hadn't employed the services of a market maker yet. So we'll see what happens with that as well. And the other question, I think that was it. I think that was the main kind of points. We kind of went into depth. I spoke to them for about 45 minutes on that. But I came away, the thing is, I came away thinking, right, I'm fine, I'm happy, I'm not going to say, and I sold some of the BAX tokens that I had yesterday and the day before, just to be not as top heavy, because it's not good being top heavy in one particular crypto, because as I said, I was 55-60% in Babb, and it's not a good thing to do. However, having had the meeting with them today, I still see huge upside to Babb. I think it's going to be a brilliant company to invest in. So we're investing just now. This is not a trader's coin. This is an investment for you as well. You could still trade it, I suppose, if you want. If you're getting it 0.1 or 1/10 of a cent just now, and you sell it for 2/10 of a cent, you've made 100% profit. You could still trade it that way. For me, it's an investment. This is really an investment for me, and this is why I'm not so worried about it. But when they kind of brought out the video the other day, I was a little bit concerned about the timeline. That was my kind of main concern. I didn't want to tie up my money. But now all that has been, I'm totally happy with them staying invested in Babb, and might actually get some more. I've sold some just now, probably liquidated about maybe a quarter of my holdings, and that's just to be open and honest with you. So I've liquidated about a quarter of my holdings, but I might get back some more when I've got more money and to do that, and more cryptos to do that. So it was just to let you know, just to be open and honest with you, because I've told you I've promoted Babb. I'm a big advocate for Babb, a big ambassador for them, because I really do believe in the company. I believe in the project. I believe in the team itself as well. They've got a brilliant team. The two Annies working there, Paul and Adam, and everybody else. Rushdie I've never really spoken to. He's very quiet in the background, but as a CEO should be, I believe, in any kind of business. So I'm really happy with who they're bringing on board as well, helping with the banking licenses as well. So I'm extremely happy to be invested in Babb just now. So it was to let you know, because I know a lot of you picked up that I was getting a wee bit, I don't know what I'm going to do with Babb, but I'm keeping my holdings in Babb just now. So I don't know if there's any quick questions or not. We'll just go through see if there's anything. Saf Gaza's saying, cheers Steve. Tetra Dragon, hello Steve. Marcus Chifari, I like what you're saying. Yeah, I do, I must admit, and I'm really happy to stay kind of invested in Babb. And if I wasn't, honestly, I would tell you, and I would just say, listen, I'm going to sell my Babb, but I'm not at all. Peter J sounds promising. Thomas Ban, good morning to you. This is exciting news. Middleweight, yes, it is really exciting. So I kind of thought, should I buy back some BAX more before I do this live? But I'll just see how it goes. Tetra Dragon, thank you for the update. Stephen Seathouse, thank you. Stephen King, thanks for the update, Steve. My pleasure. I thought it's better doing it this way than writing in a text that gets lost in the kind of Telegram groups or the Facebook groups. So it's better doing a video that's there for you to kind of go back to as well. Alex Jug, thanks for the update. Appreciate it. My pleasure. Clarence Clifton, without mentioning specifics, are you comfortable with Plan B? Absolutely. Yes, I am. Kyle Allen, hodl your BAX. Yes, definitely. Would I have still sold had I known the information today? Yes, purely for the fact that I'm top heavy in Babb. Purely for that fact. Having said that, I'm thinking about buying back more. But we'll see what happens with that. But I'm definitely happy and comfortable with Plan B for the crowd sale and just everything that's going on just now with Babb. David Clayton, what did I miss? I was just giving you an update on kind of Babb and the meeting I had this morning. And Paul and Adam were brilliant. I know they're extremely busy as well, but they were really great in taking time out to kind of speak with me for 45 minutes. It was about 45 minutes or something. And so I really, really appreciate their time, because I know the team is really busy just now as well. So I really appreciate everything that they're doing. Jared Brady, why can't you tell us everything? Surely they didn't tell you anything that would break some law. It's just some things, obviously they've said kind of a few wee things, and it's just as wee things that obviously they wouldn't kind of put out for regulatory issues and legal issues as well. And it's nothing much that would get them into trouble. It's not my place to say, because it's all going to come out in the fullness of time. And it's nothing major. It's nothing that would kind of say to me, okay, I'm going to buy 100 million BAX tokens because of this information. It's nothing like that. So it's nothing untoward, and it's nothing that I'm kind of, it's not information I'm privy to that you're not privy to. It's going to come out in the fullness of time. So that will come out. So I'm not trying to kind of mislead you in any way. Middleway, I can't wait to get more funding, to get more BAX. Yeah, definitely. I don't know what I'm going to do now, and I don't know. You know, I'm happy with being not as top heavy just now in Babb, but I've got a lot anyway. I've got a lot invested in Babb. Jared Brady, but thanks for the updates. Thanks, Jared. I can understand you asking that question, so no problem at all. Kyle Allen, don't FOMO back in. I know. Tetra Dragon, thanks again. Finally able to catch a live. Jason Demick, good to see you, buddy. I don't usually do lives at this time. Kevin Hunt, I bought 259,000 more Babb last week. Sale's still on. To me, it is a sale just now. It is a sale at the moment for Babb. If you think about the potential upside of this, and you're talking the potential upside, you're talking 1,000% kind of upside. Do your own research. I'm not your dad. Put your big girl pants on, big boy pants on. I'm just thinking a potential kind of upside, and to get from 0.1% to 1 cent, 1,000%. That's what we're kind of talking about here. The basic kind of maths of it. The potential upside. You've got to look at the downside as well. Obviously, you have to look at the downside. What are the downsides? From what they're doing, I don't see that many downsides at all. I don't see them going bust. I don't see them just disappearing altogether. I don't see that happening. But worst case scenario, that is what could happen. So do your own research if you're not into Babb yet and you're thinking about getting in. Steve, can you post a replay as soon as possible or rewatch? No bother, I'll do that in the group. Castle Party is still on the cards. Castle Party is still on the cards, definitely. Any timeline for the exchanges? There's no timeline. They didn't give me that information. Obviously, they're always kind of looking at that as well. Peter J, thanks for doing the update. My pleasure. Davey Stewie, just got this just now. We'll have to watch from the beginning. Glad you talked to the guys. Yeah, it was good talking to them. And it's good talking to them on Skype as well. I like to see the kind of whites of people's eyes when we're talking business of any kind, when it's a lot of money kind of involved. It's good to do that. Thomas Van, if it wasn't for Babb, I would never have found your channel, so it's been a win for me. Excellent, Thomas. Thanks very much for that. Zetito, cheers, Steve. How confident are the team in getting the BOE license? What's the likelihood of not getting a banking license? Obviously, I don't know. I can't speak for them. After speaking to them, though, the likelihood that it's going to happen. I don't see any kind of reason for them not to get the license. And that's not their opinion. This is just my opinion just now. But this is after speaking to them. I'm much more confident about the timeline and them actually getting the banking licenses as well. I also spoke to them about the competition. That was another thing I spoke about, because obviously I mentioned Binance with buying a bank in Malta. You've got Litecoin kind of with token pay as well, looking at that bank as well, and they kind of laid my fears kind of on that as well. Because even if they do get that, it doesn't mean that it's a full banking license. They don't automatically. My thinking was they automatically bypassed the kind of regulatory issues that comes with applying for a banking license, but it doesn't. You still have to go through all the regulatory procedures and stuff like that as well. So it's not going to be as easy as some people think for Binance. It's not just a matter of buying a bank and then they can do bank the unbanked. So that kind of allayed my fears as well. It's funny that I was watching your earlier live, Abdul. Yeah, this is only my second time I've done 2 lives in a day. Kyle Allen, good positive news, Steve. Thanks for taking the time to go through this. Much appreciated. My pleasure. My pleasure. Because I know a lot of you kind of came into Babb on my recommendation as well. So I've got I feel I've got a duty to kind of tell you what my concerns are as well. And if when I've had a chat with the team as well, with Paul and Adam, I think I have to be open and honest with you and just let you know as well. So I appreciate that, though. Cool, Phillips, thank you, Stephen. Listen while plastering my cousin's kitchen and still love Babb, and I have 5 million under my belt. Hope to get to 10 before it gets out of reach. Yes, that'll be a good target to have. Dave Stewie, smash the likes. Crush those likes, people. So that's it with Babb. So all in all, for me, I am extremely confident again in the Babb team. Not that I wasn't confident before, I just had concerns about the timeline and tying up my money and being top heavy in Babb as well. But I'm fine with my position just now, and I might buy back more. Just depends on kind of what happens with the other crypto stuff as well. But just to let you be aware, I'm investing in Babb. I'm not trading in Babb, I'm investing in Babb's future as well. So there's a big difference between trading and investing. It's not just kind of about the money, it's about what they're trying to do. It's the whole ethos behind it. Rush D's kind of big thing is banking the unbanked. That's the whole ethos behind Babb as a company as well. And we have to remember that as well. It's not just about making money, but if it helps us make money at the same time and it helps Babb grow as well, then invest in it. And even get the equity as well. A lot of companies are doing that as well. They're actually jumping over to kind of buy equity in a company as well. So if you've not done that, you can still buy equity in the crowd sale as well just now. And you'll get some BAX tokens as well for the equity kind of crowd sale, but it's about investing and getting a percentage of Babb the company, which is totally different from BAX tokens. So I would do that as well, and just invest in them if you believe in them as well. Kevin Hunt, my 80-year-old mum wants to visit Scotland, knock knock. Very happy Wednesday all. Cheers, Steve. Okay, that's it for just now. It's just a quick update rather than kind of type in some text. And I hope that kind of lays your fears as well. And I know there's been talk in the group as well, in the free group and the kind of premium group as well. So I hope that kind of lays your fears as well. And as I said, I'm extremely confident. I'm comfortable I'm still a bit top heavy in Babb. I'm comfortable with this level now. And I might buy back in more. Have a brilliant day, everyone, whatever you're doing, and I will speak to you. I won't speak to you tomorrow. I'll be off tomorrow and Friday, unfortunately. But I'll still be in the premium group and the groups there as well. So have a brilliant day, whatever you're doing, and I will speak to you soon. Until then, namaste. Take care. Bye now.